In just under half an hour, we get fit with the grip. But first on 2, we exercise our minds with Blackboard Jungle.
Hello, good evening and welcome along to Blackboard Jungle. Our job this evening is to fill the last remaining place in the semi-finals of Group 11. So now let's meet our hopefuls. On my right here, it's the lads from St. Jarlath College in Tuam, and their team captain is John Murphy. How are you doing, John?
Not so bad, no.
Good. You were here before?
Yeah.
What happened on that occasion?
I was beaten in the first round.
OK, well maybe you'll have better luck this time. Tell us about the school.
School has about 560 students. We're approaching our bicentenary in 2 years' time, and we've got a good tradition of football, hurling and athletics, and we've won 11 Hogan Cup titles.
Is that a record?
It is. Yes.
Well done on that. Right, introduce me to your teammates.
On my right is Pat Leonard, and on my left is Kieran Murphy.
Who is your?
Brother.
Brother. OK, well welcome along and good luck to Pat, John and Kieran, and they represent St. Jarlath College from Tuam. And their opponents are from the high school Rathgar in Dublin, and their team captain is Mark Kenny. How are you doing, Mark?
Not too bad.
Good. Tell us about your school.
It's about 100 years old, about 800 pupils, co-ed, multi-denominational, and good tradition of sports, including soccer, hockey, basketball and rugby.
Have you won any trophies recently?
Yeah, we've won the soccer trophy about the last 3 years in a row, and the hockey trophy as well this year.
Well done. Introduce us to your teammates.
On my right is Tarek Rothman, and on my left is Terry Madigan.
Well, welcome along, and good luck to Tarek, Mark, Terry. They represent the high school from Rathgar in Dublin. OK, a quick reminder for the lads what they might win as they work their way through Blackboard Jungle. It's personal stereos for everyone who takes part. As we work our way through, we have CD Walkmans and CD Ghetto Blasters. At the semi-final stages, the individual prizes include PlayStations and 14-inch tellies. Then in the final, a Sony camcorder for the runners-up, and for the champs, the trophy and the Blackboard Jungle minibus. This evening, our runners-up get a personal stereo each, and we'll see the winners back here for the second semi-final of this group. So let's get started then. And I press the button that starts the computer that selects the category. And he's doing it for St. Jarlath. Music and entertainment, John. Will you stay or will you go?
Stay.
Stay on that. OK, Kieran, 2 questions for you. Which late great American rock guitarist featured on the restored and reissued album First Rays of the New Rising Sun? Late great American rock guitarist featured on the restored and reissued album First Rays of the New Rising Sun.
Jimi Hendrix.
That's correct. Your second question. If you can't breathe, you can't scream was the advertising slogan for which 1997 jungle thriller?
Could you repeat the question,
Yeah.
please?
If you can't breathe, you can't scream was the advertising slogan for which 1997 jungle thriller? You may say confirm.
Python.
No, it's Anaconda. Anaconda was the answer. Hard look there. Pat, 2 questions for you. The great composer Bela Bartok was a native of which Central European country?
Confer.
Conferring. Great composer Bela Bartok was a native of which Central European country?
Hungary.
Is correct. You get a point for that. And your second question is this. Which TV channel broadcast the 6-part drama series Woken Well?
Confer.
Conferring. Which TV channel broadcast the 6-part drama series Woken Well?
ITV.
Is correct. You get a point for that as well. Team Captain John. Which former Beatle released the solo albums Tug of War and Pipes of Peace?
Paul McCartney.
Is correct. Question number 2. Katrina Hobbs and Nick Testoni are cast members of which Australian soap?
Home and Away.
Home and Away is correct. That's a good start. You're on 8. Will you go for the honest question for 1?
Yeah.
OK. Right. Your 1-pointer is a question on medicine. Here it is. What do the letters H or T stand for? Question on medicine. What do the letters H or T stand for? For 1 point. H or T.
Heart rate, temperature.
No, it's not something that's going to concern you personally. It's hormone replacement therapy. So you drop a point. At the end of that, Tuam are on 7 points. Right, we're still in round 1. Let's see what Einstein selects for the lads from Rathgar. It is history. Will you stay or will you go?
We stay.
Stay on that. Okay, Tarek, 2 questions for you. At which London Underground station did a fire break out killing 30 people in November of 1987?
Waterloo.
No, it's King's Cross. Your second question. Peru's Shining Path guerrilla movement were inspired by the teachings of which Chinese communist leader? Communist leader.
Mao Zedong.
Is correct. Well done. Terry, your 2 questions. Which major world event took place on the 7th of December, 1941? Think about it. Which major world event took place on the 7th of December, 1941? Conferring?
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Your second question is this. In July of 1997, which member of Oasis was invited to number 10 Downing Street by Tony Blair?
Noel Gallagher.
Noel Gallagher is correct. Team Captain Mark. In which century did Archbishop Paul Cullen become Ireland's first cardinal? Which century?
20th.
No, it's the 19th century in 1866. And your second question is this. In 1799, which French historical figure adopted the title First Consul? Think about it. 1799, which French historical figure?
Napoleon.
Is correct. Right, so at the end of that round, you're on 7. Will you go for the honours question for 1?
Yeah.
You will. Okay, it's a politics question. It's also a visual one, so have a look in your little tellies there. Can you identify that Green Party TD?
Trevor Sargent.
No, it's John Gormley. So you drop a point. At the end of that round, Rathgar are on 6 points. So at the end of round 1, just 1 point separates the teams. We move into round 2 now, and we ask Einstein once again to do his thing for Tuam. They got music and entertainment in round 1, and this time it's geography. John, will you stay or will you go?
Stay.
Stay on that. Okay, Kieran, 2 questions for you. In which Ulster county will you find the promontory Fannet Head? Which Ulster county?
Donegal.
That's correct. Question number 2. Beginning with the letter I, which US state is nicknamed the Prairie State?
Iowa.
No, it's Illinois. Illinois. Pat down the end, 2 geography questions for you. Which Asian country's flag is a red circle on a white background?
Japan.
That's correct. Question number 2. On which continent will you find a mountain range called the Dinaric Alps?
Europe.
Is correct. They're in Albania and the former Yugoslavia. Right, Team Captain John. A car bearing the international registration letters ES comes from which Central American country? ES.
El Salvador.
Is correct. Your second question. What's the capital of Sri Lanka?
Colombo.
Is correct. It's a good round. You're on 17. Will you go for the honours for 2?
Yeah.
Nods all round. Okay. It's a music and entertainment question. It's also an audio one, so have a listen to this. Right, that was Los Del Rio with Macarena. The question is, which EU country do those 2 fine gentlemen come from?
Spain.
Spain is correct. You get to 2 points. So at the end of that round, Tuam are on 19 points. Give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. I can explain exactly why that happened, but it would take too long. We're still in round 2 for the lads from Rathgar. They got history in the first round. Let's see what Einstein selects for them this time. It's history again. What do you think, Mark? You got 7 in the first round.
Go again.
Go again. Okay, so history is history. And in its place, sport it is. Right. Tarek, 2 questions for you. Your first one is on golf. Which EU country's 1997 Open was held at Hilversum?
Holland.
Is correct, the Dutch Open. Your second question, staying with that tournament. Which German golfer won first prize?
Bernard Langer.
No, it was Sven Struver. Terry, your two questions on sport. Which Italian club did Christian Vieri leave to join Atletico Madrid for a fee of £13 million?
Juventus.
Is correct. Your second question. Tony Stranger and Alan Tate play international rugby for which country?
Scotland.
Is correct. Team captain Mark. In 1964, which great boxer defeated Sonny Liston to win the world heavyweight title for the first time?
Muhammad Ali.
Is correct. Or Cassius Clay, as he was known at the time. And your second question. Ferencváros are a leading soccer side from which Central European country?
Hungary.
Is correct. Right, that was a good round for you as well. You're on 16. Will you go for the honours for 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be then 1 point of the lads from Tuam. Here it is. It is a geography question for 2 points. Which Indonesian city has a population of 8.3 million people?
Jakarta.
Is correct. So you get your 2 points. At the end of the round, Rathgar are on 18 points. So at the end of round 2, just 1 point separates the teams. Next up is round 3. It's our specialist round where each team put one person on the spot. John is team captain for Tuam. Who's on the spot for you, John?
Kieran.
Kieran, and your chosen category?
Sport.
Sport. Right, good luck to Kieran Murphy, taking on sport for St. Jarlath's. Mark is team captain for Rathgar. Who's your specialist person?
I am.
Yourself, and your chosen category?
History, including modern day politics.
Okay, good luck to Mark Kenny, taking on history for high school. So Kieran has chosen sport. Kieran, your first question on sport is this. Fergus McCann is the controversial chairman of which Scottish soccer club?
Celtic.
Is correct. Let's go Celtic. Question number 2. Who was the last Frenchman to win the Formula 1 World Championship?
Jean Alesi.
No, it was Alain Prost in 1993. Right. Question number 3 is on rugby union. Which Irish player was the youngest squad member on the 1997 Lions Tour of South Africa?
Miller.
Eric Miller is correct. Right, question number 4. At the beginning of a game of chess, how many black squares are occupied? Think about it. Beginning of a game of chess, how many black squares are occupied?
12.
No, it's 16. It's 16. So that's 2 out of 4. Question number 5 is on soccer. Which team from Istanbul finished as Turkish champions at the end of the 1996-97 season?
Galatasaray.
Is correct. 3 out of 4, or should I say 3 out of 5. Your final question is this. Which county have won the most Leinster senior hurling titles?
Kilkenny.
Is correct. 4 out of 6. Bring your team score up to 27. Well done, Kieran. Mark is team captain. He's also on the spot for high school. He has chosen history, including modern day politics, as his specialist category. 6 questions for you, Mark. Here's your first. In 1964, UN forces were deployed for the first time on which troubled Mediterranean island?
Cyprus.
Is correct. Question number 2. During World War II, General Guderian was a major tank strategist in which country's army? Guderian. General Guderian.
Russian.
No, in the German army. Right, question number 3. In January of 1884, the Socialist Fabian Society was founded in which EU capital?
London.
It's correct. It's 2 out of 3. Question number 4 is this. Who was the second president of Ireland?
De Valera.
No, Sean T. O'Kelly, from 1945 to 1959. Right, 2 out of 4. Question number 5. In 1971, a barrier collapsed in which Glasgow football stadium, causing the tragic death of 66 people?
Ibrox.
Is correct. 3 out of 5. And your final question, question 6. In which chapel are popes traditionally elected?
Sistine.
Is correct. You got 4 out of 6 as well. Bring your team score up to 26. Well done, Mark. So an even specialist round. They can take a break as I tell you about our viewers quiz. We have a Sony camcorder with accessory kit to give away. This compact, handy and lightweight camera comes courtesy of Aaron. If you'd like to win this camcorder, answer this question. Semple Stadium is situated in which Tipperary town? Semple Stadium is situated in which Tipperary town? If you know the answer, You can ring 1550 844 433. That's 1550 844 433. And if you're Northern Ireland, the number to ring is 0891 88 1939. 0891 88 1939. And of course, the lines remain open 24 hours a day, and good luck with that. Now, just 1 point separates the teams as we move into round 4. 2 good scores. We go to Einstein once again. National select for St. Jarlath and Tuam. It's history this time. Will you stay or will you go?
Go again.
Go again. Okay, history is gone. You've had music and entertainment already. That's geography. Is this the second geography? Yeah. Right, Kieran, 2 questions for you. On which island do 25% of the population speak Turkish as a first language? On which island do 25% of the population speak Turkish as a first language?
Cyprus.
Is correct. Your second question. Curracloe Beach can be found in which Leinster county?
Wexford.
Is correct. Right, Pat, 2 questions for you. Which English university city is further south, Oxford or Cambridge?
Cambridge.
No, it's Oxford. And your second question, in which country would you find the Arctic seaport of Murmansk? I'll read it again for you. In which country would you find the Arctic seaport of Murmansk?
Russia.
Is correct. Team Captain John. Botany Bay can be found on which Australian coast?
East Coast.
Is correct. Your second question. Beginning with the letter B, which city is the administrative centre of the French region of Aquitaine? Beginning with the letter B.
Repeat the question, please.
Yeah. Beginning with the letter B, which city is the administrative centre of the French region of Aquitaine?
Confer.
Conferring. Beginning with the letter B.
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux is correct. Right, so at the end of that round, you're on 36. You're 10 points in front at the moment. But the lads from Rathgar do have a round in hand. And potentially, all going well for them, they could score 16 in that round. If you go for the honest question and get it right, you'll be on 40. If you get it wrong, you're on 32. So, the choice is yours. You can take some time to decide.
No.
You're not going to go for it. OK, so at the end of that round, St. Jarlath are on 36 points. So a bit of caution exercise there. We're still in round 4 for the lads from the high school in Rathgar. That's music and entertainment. Mark, will you stay or will you go?
We'll stay.
Stay on that. It's your first time together this evening. The lads had it already. Tarek, 2 questions for you. In the summer of 1997, Radiohead had 3 albums in the Irish Top 20. Can you name all 3?
Pablo Honey, the band's OK Computer.
That's correct. Well done. Your second question. Which animated canine love story by Walt Disney was re-released to cinemas in 1997?
The Lady and the Hound.
The Lady and the...
Hound.
No. You were nearly there. It's The Lady and the Tramp, and I needed that. Hard luck. Right, Terry, 2 questions for you. In which TV soap is there a newspaper called the Walford Gazette?
EastEnders.
Is correct. Your second question. Clare-born traditional musician Martin Hayes is a virtuoso on which instrument?
Confer.
Conferring. Clare-born traditional musician Martin Hayes is a virtuoso on which instrument?
Fiddle.
The fiddle is correct. Get a point there. Team Captain Mark. Which English actor played the part of Reverend Anthony Campion in the 1994 movie Sirens?
Hugh Grant.
Is correct. Your second question. Blinded by the Sun was the second 1997 single by which English band?
Confer.
Conferring. Blinded by the Sun was the second 1997 single by which English band?
Cast.
No, it was the Seahorses. Seahorses. Right. At the end of the round, you're on 33. Tuam are on 36. Now, if you go for the honest question and get it right, you'll be on 37, which means you'll be a point in front going into the final round. But the choice is yours. At the moment, you're 3 points behind.
Yeah, we go for it.
You go for it. OK. You don't need me to tell you this, but it is an important question for you. Here it is for 4 points. According to the Old Testament, Lot's wife was turned into a pillar of which substance?
Salt.
Is the correct answer. So at the end of the round, Rathgar are on 37 points. Ooh. It's pretty tense in here in Studio 2. Just 1 point separates the teams. Next up is our deciding round. It's a rapid-fire buzzer round. Just a couple of things to remind you of. 2 points for a correct answer. 1 point will be deducted from your score if you fail to answer or answer incorrectly. And it's very important that you remember that it is an individual round, so only the person whose light is illuminated may answer the question. Right, the next minute will decide who goes forward to the second semi-final of Group 11. 2 good scores and just that 1 point separating the teams. Fingers on the buzzers. And good luck to both teams. Our minute starts now. Who played Catwoman in Batman Returns? Rathgar.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Is correct. Which German town is famous for its Pied Piper? Rathgar?
Hamlet.
Is correct. From which animal do we get ham? Tuam.
Pig.
Is correct. In which county did Nora Bennett stand for election? Tuam.
Limerick.
Is correct. How many lines on an Irish television set? Rathgar?
10.
No, it's 625. 1 point deducted. What's 62 multiplied by 5? Rathgar?
310.
Is correct. You're back in the lead. Who received the 10 Commandments on Mount Tuam?
Moses.
Is correct. You're even. Mossad is the secret service of which Middle Eastern country? Rathgar? No, it's Israel. 1 point deducted. Real and Atletico are the two main... Tuam? Is correct. In which country is the opera Madame Butterfly set? Rathgar?
Czechoslovakia.
No, it's Japan. 1 point deducted. By what name do we know the Japanese custom of ritual disembowelment? Tuam?
Harakiri.
Is correct. Dame Kiri Te Kanawa is a native of which Tuam?
New Zealand.
Is correct. Which Maori dance is traditionally... That's it, it's over. Well, that was close. That was close. Commiserations to the lads from the high school in Rathgar. You were with them all the way there, well, for about 40 seconds of it anyway, and then they pulled away. Thanks for coming along. You get the personal stereo each. Well done to Tarek, Mark and Terry. And congratulations to our winners this evening. They're from St. Jarlath's College in Tuam. Some great answering there in the final round and some quick finger action. We'll see you back here for the second semi-final of Group 11. Well done to Pat, John and Kieran. The next time on Blackboard Jungle, it's the first semi-final in Group 11, and that's between Moyle Park College from Clondalkin in Dublin. They take on St. Finbar Seminary from Farranferris in Cork City. Join us then on Blackboard Jungle. Bye for now.